Hello and welcome to this explainer. What can happen in just one day? A lot. Today, we're going to look at the world on one single day, January 26, 2026. You might be surprised by what we see. So what happened in the world on this one day? Well, many important things. We're going to see how just 24 hours can show us big problems and also brand new ideas that can change our lives. Let's begin.
Okay, here's our plan. First, we'll look at some problems in the Americas. Then we'll talk about conflicts in Europe and Asia. After that, we will look at new technology and money news. It's a busy day. Okay, let's start. Section 2 is about tensions in the Americas. We'll talk about problems in the USA, Venezuela, and Greenland. First, let's go to a city in the USA called Minneapolis. Something very serious happened there.
So, what happened? Federal agents shot a man. His name was Alex Preddy. The government says he had a gun, but some videos show something different. They show he was holding a phone, not a gun. So we have two very different stories here, and people were very angry about it.
Now let's go to South America, to Venezuela. Here, U.S. soldiers captured the president, Nicolas Maduro. They used a special weapon called the discombobulator. They took him and his wife to New York. Now the vice president, Delcy Rodriguez, is in charge of the country. And up north, there was news about the big island of Greenland. There were two different stories about it. One report said the USA might use its military to take control of Greenland. But another report from U.S. officials said this was not true. So people weren't sure what to believe.
All right, let's move on. Section 3 is about conflicts in Europe and Asia. There were also serious problems happening in other parts of the world, with Iran, China, and Russia.
Near Iran, the U.S. military was very busy. They sent a big aircraft carrier, the Abraham Lincoln. It came with more than 100 fighter jets. They also brought special missile defense systems. It was a big show of power, and it looked like they were ready for a possible attack.
Over in China, something secret was happening. Two top army generals made a plan. Their plan was to arrest the president of China. But the president found out about the plan just in time, so the two generals were arrested instead, a very close call. The European Union made a really big decision about gas from Russia. They made a new rule. This rule stops EU countries from buying Russian gas. The full ban will start in 2027. This is a very big change for everyone. Okay, let's change topics. Section 4 is about technology and your money. It was not all conflict on this day. There was also some good news about new technology and about money too. So, Apple had some big news for the iPhone. They announced that Siri is going to get much better. How? It will use something called Gemini AI from Google. This means Siri is going to be a lot smarter. Pretty cool, right?
We also learned something about money in Russia. A report showed how much people there spent for the New Year holiday. The number was 64,459 rubles for the average person. That's a lot of money to spend on a holiday.
And let's talk about gold. The price of gold was very, very high on this day. It was $5,081 for 1 ounce. Wow. When the world is busy with problems, many people want to buy gold because they think it's safe. So, as we move into our final section, we can see that January 26, 2026 was a day with many different kinds of stories. We saw serious problems, and we saw new ideas. Bad things and good things, all happening on the same day.
So, what did we learn today? We learned that there were serious political problems in many countries. We saw that new technology is always being made, and we saw that money and the economy are always changing. The big idea is this: the world is a very busy place, every single day.
One day can change the world. So what will tomorrow bring? That was a look at what happened on January 26, 2026. It really makes you think about the future, doesn't it? Thanks for listening.